Hey everybody, it's Sonia and Sandra back again for another episode of Twins Talk Tubi.
Hi.
And we are in the month of October, and we have a new theme this month. And the theme we chosen for this month is twins. So all the movies we're watching this month have to do with twins or have twins in it. So
Yeah.
the movie that we're reviewing this week is called Twins of Evil. And this movie came out in 1971. And let's see, this is the premise. Two orphaned identical twins go live with their uncle, a religious sect leader who hunts all women suspected of witchcraft and vampirism. All right.
Yeah.
As always, we're going to start off with our first time reaction of the movie, and we'll go on the count of three. One, two, three. Yeah. This was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good.
This was a good movie. I can't believe I haven't seen this before.
I know. I feel like I've heard about this for a long time just because we're twins and it's like those kind of stick out or people might mention it or something like that because it's, twins. Um,
Yeah.
but I didn't, so I know, I've known of the name of the movie because I've heard it before. I didn't know what it was about. I
No.
thought it was maybe some kind of like, witchcrafty kind of thing because they're like evil witch or like something or but I didn't know that it was a Hammer movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know any. I didn't really know anything about it. I kind of was going into it thinking that I may have seen this before, and then I forgot that I saw it, but I never saw this before.
Yeah, no, me either.
So it's definitely a first time watch for us. And so the movie had, so just like the premise says, there's two twins, they're orphaned, and they go to live with their like weird eccentric uncle.
Yeah,
And he literally goes around and thinks women are witches
like
and he
accuses
burns
women
them
of being witches and
and
with his
burns
like
them.
oh yeah,
Like you can't just be going around burning people.
and everybody in like the village know him as this crazy religious like Puritan and stuff and
Yeah,
with his followers and stuff, and they know what he does. And they
I
kind of, there's a
know.
few people that kind of like, they like it's strange what he does and or even tell him to his face like certain things, but they don't do anything to stop him. How you don't know that there's witches being like women being burned
I
somewhere in
know.
your little village?
I just think I just have to think that for the time that this
Yeah.
movie was supposed to be set in,
Mhm.
that was just something that
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
did, and it was kind of, well, if you get caught or if you get accused, you better try to get yourself out of it or
Yeah.
that's it. And even like, the one in the beginning, there was one woman that he was gonna burn, and then the mother was there, like kind of begging for and I'm like, she can't even save her kid.
Right.
That was crazy. Anyway, it was good, and so this movie had actual twins in it,
Yeah.
right? So had actual twins in it, and then there ended up being it was good. The story started off. Um, I wouldn't even say slow from the beginning. It started
Yeah.
off kicking, right? It was
Yeah.
kicking and it started off really well. It was a good story, and then we got to meet a lot of interesting characters in between. And then we started to see the twins come into play, and then we started to realize kind of their dynamic with each other.
Yeah.
And
One
you know,
was one was definitely like when people say it's a good twin and a bad twin. This was definitely an example of that. One was like a goody kind of like proper, more a little bit more proper. The other one was more
like
rebellious.
and ended up being like the evil twin, really.
Right, right.
So this was an evil twin story. That they say that um
Twins
some twins are like this.
that
There's a good twin and an evil twin. And people used to like ask us which one's the evil one and which one's like what?
all the time.
But also another twin stigma that was in this was that the girl, Maria, one of the twins, felt the other twin, Frida, when she was hurt or something was wrong with her.
Yeah,
She felt it.
yeah.
So
We
that's
can't do
not
that.
that's another thing people ask us,
Yeah,
and
we
no, we
can't do
can't.
that.
That doesn't happen to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of like that they put in those kind of
Yeah.
twin isms in there. And another interesting thing about this movie is that so there was a vampire in the movie, uh, head vampire. I don't know. He was a vampire, and he
He wasn't a vampire at first.
no,
He got
but
a woman, one of these evil women that he was like messing with or whatever, turned him and he became like this big shot kind of
like the Lord Vampire kind
and
of the
turned in
place.
all these women and then he took a liking to the well he
Just
wanted he had like a like an ongoing like thing with the what was his name? The
oh, with the with
Gustav.
yeah,
The one the like the
the
priest. It
sect
wasn't,
leader.
it wasn't a priest. It was like a yeah. And when he became a vampire, um he knew that he had nieces. Those are the twins that were in town and stuff. And he had the vampire had his like his lackey or whatever, and say, "Oh, let's you know, Gustav has twin nieces, living
Yeah,
with him."
and he was all interested in that.
And he
I
was
was like,
all
that's something
excited about
different.
it or whatever. And one of them he was able to get like really quick because she was like the evil one, Frida. And she
Yeah,
was like the one that was like she would sneak out at night and you know
yeah.
met him and then she went to sneak out at night and then she got like caught up with him and whatever. Um so yeah, he was kind of and he was trying not very directly, but I feel like he was trying to get her to get her sister to come join us and whatever and you know um I also thought it was so even though one of them obviously one was good and one was bad or not so good. I just say like bad. She was just like
Evil, evil.
well before she was like
Twins
became
of evil.
yeah. um I thought uh
It should kind of be named Twin of Evil, shouldn't it?
right yeah well I
Yeah.
thought it was like interesting as far as the twin dynamic is that even though Frida was turned and she was this vampire
Oh
now.
yeah,
And she would come back to the house because, the uncle and aunt, that were there, she couldn't leave her sister there by herself and they had to know where she is, whatever. But you can tell she had moments of like a little bit of weakness and stuff, but she never hurt her sister. Like she would leave.
yeah.
So I have to
That's
go because
that's
like she
true.
didn't want to hurt her. So there was definitely a strong bond and love between the twins, even though they were like on two different sides of the spectrum as far as the good and bad.
Yeah, that's true. And another thing I thought was interesting about the movie was the vampires, which I don't think I've seen or heard of in any other kind of vampire movie, but the vampires. So this guy, the sect leader, would also, if he suspected you of being a vampire, he would burn you at the stake.
Yeah,
But
vampire, yes.
vampires get usually if you burn in another movie, if you burn a vampire, you burn him and he's done. He's
Right,
like gone, right? In this one, if you burn the vampire, their body dies, but their soul can still come out and go into someone else.
right,
The only way in this movie where you can get rid of a vampire is through a stake in the heart or decapitation. That's it. So I thought
right.
that was interesting too, because I honestly don't think I ever remember hearing that
Yeah,
happen in other movies.
I feel like in most vampire movies and stuff, yeah, obviously stake to the heart
Yeah,
and
that of course.
but I feel like I feel like if they were burned, they were like burned and they were done. Because if they come into the sun and the sun burns them up,
Right, right,
they like explode or turn to dust or something.
right, right.
So yeah, there was definitely a different a different way of killing them. Or there was a way that we've known that they can die, but in this movie, you
It didn't happen like
can't do
that.
that. So.
I also was I thought it was a really good movie all throughout.
Mm.
I did get a little bit sad at the end because Frida they killed Frida and I was like,
Yeah.
I know she was the evil twin, but they're
I
still
know.
twins. I was like,
Oh, big sister.
no. I was acting the same way. So I was a little bit sad about that, but it had to happen.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like there was any way where if they were to kill the head vampire, that
Mm.
sometimes that happens too. If you kill the head vampire, everyone else goes back to normal. But I don't think that was the case here. No matter what, you turn into a vampire, you're a vampire, and you have to get, you know, they
Yeah.
have to get rid of you. So she had to go, unfortunately. But yeah, I was a little bit sad that
Yeah.
no more twins, just one.
Yeah.
But
I was
yeah,
a little sad about that too.
yeah.
I
But
was sad. I was
anyway,
sad for Mary because she lost her sister,
I
and
know, I
like
know.
not sad, not necessarily sad that Frida died because she was evil, but
Yeah,
I was
I mean,
sad
she
for
deserved it. She had to.
right. But
She
I
had
would,
to go.
yeah,
But yeah, anyway, this was a very good movie. I
yeah.
really loved it,
And we should
and
say also that the second leader Gustav was played by the great Peter Cushing.
yeah.
He's been in a bunch of Hammer movies and stuff, so he was like the head, crazy religious guy in
Yeah,
this
it was
movie.
such a good
And
movie.
he played it really
Very good
well. So I
acting.
give
It's a
credit.
British film. Um, Lots of fun. I was entertained throughout.
Yeah.
So
Good.
happy we watched this one this week.
Yeah, it
And
was.
guys, make sure you're following us here on the Horror Flick Chicks channel on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel and like our videos. And we're also on social media: Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok. And make sure you follow us there as well. And yeah, I mean, we'll be back next week for another episode of Twin Talk Tubi. Until then, we're gonna sign out. Bye, everybody.